Vibe Nation, it's your boy G.
I'm Aries, y'all.
And we back with another video. We got a bunch of Q's.
For the A's. Y'all supplied the Q's. We provide the A's.
So we about to jump into this Q&A. But before we do, we want to say thank y'all for 8,000 subscribers because we like 100 away. So I know we gonna hit
we
that.
We just gonna speak it. We just gonna go ahead and speak it.
Into existence. Thank you for 8K. Thank you for all the support y'all done threw behind us over this last month. It's been super crazy.
Welcome to all the new Good Vibe Nation members.
Welcome.
Welcome to the family.
Welcome.
Or it's only good vibes.
Good vibes. We're so thankful for you though. We appreciate you. And this video is for you.
Get to know us.
We're answering all your questions.
Not all of them. Okay, don't be so nosy. Stop being so nosy. We only giving you so much.
So much.
Got to keep some mystery.
Y'all ready? Let's go. Aries has all of the questions
right here
on her phone. So she's going to be periodically looking through her cellular device to get the questions. And the questions are going to appear on the screen.
Yeah, you have some crumbs on you. It's gone now. You just licked it off.
All right, let's jump into this first question, baby.
First question. Can y'all share how your social media journey has affected your lives? How has this affected our lives?
It's affected us. Would you agree?
Yes.
Let me be honest with y'all, right? Aries and I don't really fight. Social media is like the only thing that we fight about. It's ridiculous.
And it's, you know what, I will take the blame because it's me. And I don't know why it's me. I have prayed about it. I tried to adjust my attitude, but I don't know what it is in me. Something in my spirit just sometimes won't let me give it 150% in the same way that he does. But I have gotten better.
She has.
Give me my flowers.
I give them to you, all of them. We've had multiple conversations about it. It was a struggle in the beginning, but like she said, she's been better. Y'all know what I did? I showed her our vows. What do we say in the vows? I will support you through everything.
I said that? I agree. I said that?
She said it, y'all, and I was like, look what you said. You said this. And she was like, I did, huh? And ever since then,
I gotta do better. It's all me. I gotta do better. So if you see us fall off, it's my fault. It's me. I did it. I saw it. Next question. Have either of y'all been recognized from your social media content?
No.
Yes, we have.
When?
When we were at the hibachi restaurant.
Oh, yeah. Yo, that was crazy, too. I remember that.
Yeah, we were out at hibachi restaurant.
My father had just passed away, so I was sitting at the table screwed up like, why is this chick looking at me?
Right, we were sitting. So you know how at hibachi you're sitting at it's like they'll seat other people in your section. We were already seated there. It was me, Greg, the girls, and then Greg's sister. And then they sat another young lady like across from us. And like the whole time we're sitting there eating, she's kind of like looking at us, not like in a nasty way, but she's just like kind of staring at us like what is she looking at? And then towards the end of the meal,
we talked, and she was like a celebrity nail tech. She does nails for like Da Brat and like some other famous people in Atlanta, Georgia. So I learned that, and I told her that we were on YouTube and that she should follow us. She was like, that's where I know you guys from. My daughter shows me all of your videos. And I was just like, wow, that's so crazy.
Right. And then the other day,
man, you know what? I think I was slipping on what they were asking in this question. I thought it was like magazine articles or anything like that.
We have been recognized out in public. Not like that.
Not like that. It's just been like a few times.
Twice.
But we were in Publix the other day, and this girl came up to me, and she was a young girl, probably like 15. She was like, do you do YouTube? And I was like, yeah, I do. And she was like, okay, and she just walked off. It was real cute, man. I was like, wow, that's cool.
Just twice.
Just twice. We ain't nobody.
Are either of y'all afraid of Brave and Wish? being recognized from y'all's content? Are you afraid?
I mean, I have thought about it, but I mean, y'all, you know what? Like, I try not to get too ahead of myself as far as like thinking, oh, we're gonna be this super famous YouTube couple. I don't like to think of it in that way. Sometimes I wonder, like, if they go to school, like if other kids do notice them, like if they'll try to bully them or something, just because, like, hey, you're on YouTube. I don't know.
But I mean, they're younger, and the kids that are their age will not be watching our content.
Exactly.
They're little. They're young.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that I'm fearful of it. What I am more fearful of and don't appreciate is certain commentary in regards to my children, which is really why I initially didn't want to put them out there like that, just because I feel like some people are crazy and just don't have all of their marbles and are not nice people and will come for children. Like, they just have no boundaries.
How do you talk about kids? So yeah, I mean, I get that. And then you wanna fight. And you can't. It comes with the territory.
Just be nice to children, okay? They're innocent.
Cause if any little kid harass my babies, I'm coming for the daddy.
Where do y'all want your social media careers to take y'all?
As Ari said before, this is kind of more like my vision that we're doing together as a family. So I don't know, do you think about where you want it to go? Because I've never really asked you.
I just want it to be a positive experience. I just want to be a light and be positive, and really eventually I want it to be lucrative enough to where we can quit and do other things, like use the funds that we acquire from this, if that is in God's plan, to do other business ventures. Really, I want to not work for a living. That's what I want my career to be, not working for a living.
And that's pretty much where I'm at. I've always been a creative. If y'all know me, I used to do music, stopped doing it. So I'm able to tap back into my creativity, and I feel fulfilled. And then while feeling fulfilled, wifey just said, like, we're being a light and letting you see God through us. That's my whole thing. So really where I want this to go is I want to get sponsored by Bounty.
This whole time he has been saying, I want Bounty. So let's just put it out there in the universe. Let's just manifest Bounty. He wants Bounty.
The quicker picker upper. But from there, I want to use any monetary gain to further the kingdom of Jesus Christ, to do things to help people, bring people to the kingdom. That's my goal. So if that happens, if God has that in the cards for us,
that's the main thing. I want us to be blessed to be a blessing. I've always been in a position where people have had to help me, and I want to be able to help people.
But it has to be in the will of God, though. As long as it's in God's will, I'm good. So the next question is, how do you handle disagreements? I'm going to defer to you.
We don't disagree. I agree with everything that he says.
She is a lie.
He's always right. He is my king, and I honor him at all times.
Oh my God. I mean, we handle disagreements just like any other married couple. I mean, we're not perfect.
This is our pattern. I make him upset, or he makes me upset, and we just don't speak for the rest of the day. And then the next day, he's like, are you ready to talk? Or I'm like, are you ready to talk now? And then we just fix it the next day. We have our moment. That's usually how it happens.
Literally, we try not to go to bed angry. I think it's only been like 2 or 3 times that we've not spoken into a whole nother day. Out of the whole 10 years, 3 times. And I can count them. 1 just a couple of weeks ago. But that's the pattern. I be mad, y'all. And she don't like to talk. I be wanting to talk, and she just be like this.
I have to process things, and I have to figure out what I want to say. Sometimes I'm not always the best at articulating myself, so I need to gather my thoughts before I articulate my thoughts.
Yeah.
Because if I just say the first thing that I think, it might not be a good situation, or I might not be really saying what I really mean. I hope that answers the question.
I think it did. Next question. Do you think it's okay to hold grudges for any length of time? I'm bad at this. I think it's like a Scorpio thing. I don't like when people play with me, man. I be angry. I have to pray about it, because like, if you do something to me, you're canceled. Of course I can't cancel my wife because I love her, so I don't think our fights go there, but like, I don't think it's healthy though, to answer the question. It's not healthy.
It's absolutely not healthy, because you're really not hurting the other person. You're hurting yourself.
Yeah, and I'm trying to be better. I'm really trying to be better.
Holding a grudge gives you wrinkles.
God is working on me.
It ages you.
God is working on me. I am a work in progress.
Next question. What has been one of the hardest things as a couple that you have gone through together? Definitely losing Greg's dad.
Yeah.
was difficult.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would say it was a little easier because I would say you had me. Did that make it a little easier? And having our children and having, you know, other family support made it a little easier.
I had a function because I got a whole family, you know?
Right.
So, but I definitely will say that that's the hardest thing that we've had to deal with. And we're still dealing with it. Like, I had a dream about my dad last night and I woke up like, oh my God. He came and picked me up. It was so real.
But I always say I feel like that's good. Like you shouldn't like not want to dream about him. Like you still get to see him in your dreams. You still get to talk to him and interact with him.
I think it's just the reality of waking up and you know it's a dream and he's gone.
Yeah.
Forever. You can't really talk to him. That's when it kind of.
So we're still dealing with it.
Yeah.
We will be for as long as we're living, I think.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's your father.
Yeah. Definitely the hardest thing. What things have y'all had to compromise on?
I don't like the word compromise. It just has such a negative connotation. I think what would you say?
The biggest thing is the social media. Just coming to an agreement on, cause y'all like, I'm like Diddy. Like I'm super CEO mad guy Diddy.
Greg is very, everything for Greg is a matter of urgency, and it has to be done in the moment, the way he wants it to be done. And I'm just more laid back and just like, oh, it'll get done when it gets done. Like it's not that deep. So our work ethics are very different.
Very, and it's sometimes it's hard like meshing. I used to do music, like I've seen my life in different places and I've been working for people. I mean, you know, I just got torched. I don't have a job right now and I believe that that's because of things that I didn't do in my past. Life is the way it's supposed to be. I feel like I just have a fire under me because I'm trying to go places and do things and life is short. So I ain't got no time to play. So I be like, let's work every day. And Aries be like, I need some days off, man.
I just don't work like that. Like I need to be prepped, okay? Like if you tell me on Tuesday, hey Aries, on Wednesday, I'd like to do this, this, and this. Then all day Tuesday, I'm going over it in my head, I'm preparing myself, and then when I wake up Wednesday, I know what I have to do. But you can't wake up Wednesday morning and say, Aries, can we do this today? I'm like, no, I don't want to. I don't feel like it.
And that's part of the compromise. So now I know I need to let her compartmentalize what we're going to do. And then I put it out there like, hey, so I'm trying to do this, and this on these days. And then she's able to be ready and we execute.
And then I'm a woman, okay? I want to look a certain way when I'm on camera, okay? Call it vain or whatever. I want to be presentable. I don't wake up looking like this, unfortunately, okay? This takes preparation. It takes time. So I want to be right, and I need to be mentally and physically right.
And I accept that.
But we're working on it.
Because I love her.
Every single day.
We're a work in progress.
Amen.
What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next?
Okay, this is a deep one. What if you both were still single? So hypothetically speaking, I'm single and you are single, and fell in love with someone who does not believe in God. How would you deal with this situation? I would not.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
I mean, okay, if it's like Aries and Greg don't work out for whatever reason, which is not gonna happen, and I become single in this current point in my life, if he don't believe in God, then he ain't got nothing for me, okay?
Exactly.
He has nothing for me. He can't do anything for me.
That was my main thought when I seen this question. It's just like, you know, when you date in the beginning, you talk to a person, you find out these types of things. And I think that if a person doesn't meet the criteria or like fit the mold of the things that you want in your life, as far as like the foundational things like believing in God. When I say believing in God, I mean, I even think down to denomination. Like you can be with someone and have a disagreement if you're a Baptist and they're non-denomination or they're Presbyterian. So I think all of that matters.
And these are things that you should figure out early on, especially at this point in life, like at the age that we are at, like as grown people. You shouldn't just be carrying on something with somebody and you don't know that. It's not going to go anywhere. You're going to set yourself up for failure.
And not to turn this into a relationship video, but I think that that's where a lot of people go wrong. They see signs when they're courting a person. They see that they're unequally yoked from a person, but then they continue on with this person. And then when there's chaos and there's uneasiness, they're like, why? Right, but it was like that from the beginning. And you continued to travel on that path instead of saying, I'm jumping out this Uber.
Who does the cooking in the family?
This is not even a serious question. Aries can't cook.
Why would you say that?
All she does in the kitchen is clean it.
Don't.
Nah, you know what? I'm gonna give my boo some credit. She is the bakestress. Like, Aries knows how to bake cookies, cakes, and things of that nature. But like, when it comes to cooking,
Greg is the cook,
it's
okay?
me.
I don't cook because I don't have to cook.
Exactly.
I don't have to cook.
It's always just like, and not making myself seem better than her or anything, but it's just like, if you lived in the house with a person who could really cook and you don't cook stuff like how that person is, why would you ever do it?
Okay, if I married Emeril Lagasse, why would I ever try to cook? That makes no sense.
Makes no sense at all. Chef G is the cook. We got some cooking videos on this channel. You can go back and check them out. Haven't really done them just because it's a whole production. It's kind of hard.
I can make the you know, Trader Joe's has the rice that's frozen in a bag and you just put it in the microwave for like 3 minutes and then you take it out and you throw some butter and some salt and some pepper. Now I kill that.
It's in the microwave, y'all. They also have,
But you don't season as good as me.
whatever. I don't like my food real salty.
You don't season as good as me. Sometimes your stuff be a little bland.
Aries can't even make frozen orange chicken, y'all. She be
What?
like, Greg, come make the orange chicken. I got to make frozen orange chicken.
I have gotten better.
You have.
I haven't asked you for help like the last 2 times.
You have.
Get on my nerves. What is y'all's favorite recipe to enjoy together at the dinner table?
So, man, lately I just love Mexican food, tacos.
I feel like he's always like, ooh, let's make tacos. And I'm always like, no, I don't want tacos. But lately, your tacos have been chef's kiss. Like, I'm never really a taco person, but lately the tacos have been tacoing.
Yeah, they're real good. She sent me this recipe, recipes. I think it was like how to make tacos like 50 different ways.
Yeah,
or
it was like
something
a list
that.
of like 50 something different taco recipes.
Man, that taco recipe situation is bussin', for real. Like, I think we've made like 7 off of there.
You know our favorite thing to really eat together when you really think about it?
What?
Wings.
Yeah, we're wings fanatics.
We're wing people.
She'll eat like a 25 piece by herself. Where does it all go? I don't know. But if I eat 5, it's on me like bloop, 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 bloop.
You know how 2 Chainz is the hair weave killer? I'm the chicken wing killer.
Hot wing killer.
Lemon pepper wing killer.
Man, wings do be bussin'. If someone is struggling with trying to figure out if God is real or not, how would you as a believer advise them? This is a great question. Do you want?
It's kind of difficult to answer. I mean, for me and myself, how I know God is real, when I look back at my life and the places that I have been and things that I have done and seen, I know the only reason why I'm here today, why I made it through, is because of God. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. There's nothing that I could have done myself to have put me here where I am. It was all Him.
Not to like downplay the things that you have seen or done, but the things that I have seen and I have done, people, I should not even probably be alive. I should probably be in jail. I don't want to make it seem like I'm a felon or anything like that, but I've done questionable things, made questionable choices. It's just all God's grace that I was able to turn my life around. Like, some of the people who I was running with, they weren't as fortunate. They didn't have God's grace over them like I did over my life. Like, my mom never stopped praying for me. I never got too far away from God. Like, I would kind of veer, but I would always come back, veer, always come back. I would tell a person to pray and to tap into someone who was grounded and deeper in a relationship with Christ than they are, because you need like someone to be like your spiritual mother or your spiritual father. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's real important for someone to pour into you, to get you back on track, to open your eyes up to what you need to see. And then God will take it from there if you're seeking Him.
I think I agree with that, because meeting Greg, now I always knew God, like I always believed in God and I knew Jesus and all of that. But like when I met him, I was young, and you know, when you're young, you veer off and you do your own thing. So I wasn't necessarily living the way I should have been living. Okay. But like where he was older, he was more settled, and then like his mother, like the influence of him and his family brought me back to where my, you know, the foundation my mom had already put in place, because you know, my mom's a believer, grandfather was a deacon, so I had the foundation. I just was young and doing what I wanted to do, because that's just what people do.
Yeah.
But I had somebody to bring it back.
Yeah, definitely. That's awesome. Great question. Next question.
What do each of you do that really irritates the other? What do I do that irritates you?
We are a part of the Good Vibe Nation.